Good morning, everybody. Welcome back for some almost all the way highest tier Russian tanks gameplay. Today featuring the battle in which I fully modded out my BMP-1, which is a 7.7 IFV, but I have been using it in the place of my spaded out Object 906 as the light tank for my highest tier Soviet lineup. And I was working on spading it out so I could replace it with the BMP-2 in the same slot and function. So our Brazilian friend over there in his French tank just barrels right on into the cap instead of waiting for all the guys coming up behind us. So of course I joined him so I didn't miss out on the cap either. But yeah, a couple battles ago I had accidentally killed myself in the BMP-1 by trying to shoot these columns that I'm parked right next to, that pulled right up next to one and shot at point blank, and the detonation came down and killed me somehow, which was kind of funny. But anyway, as is usual, I waited for the enemy team to show up and start capturing the A point, had my artillery ready to go, fired it on the A point, started getting hits almost immediately, and moved into a position to hopefully get some shots at them as they came off the A capture. And our team did a pretty good job moving up into A, and suddenly got a whole bunch of hits and took out an M551 for the first strike. Not a bad start. Not a bad start at all. There's a helicopter somewhere close by. I'm looking around for it, realize as it crosses over the top of me that it must have been almost directly overhead. And I'm not going to get a good shot at it with the BMP-1's single fire gun. So I just let him be and push forward up into the woods over here to see if I couldn't scout some enemy tanks moving up to threaten our guys at B and hopefully protect them from any enemies over here in the woods. And no sooner does that idea come to my head when I get an enemy scouted and marked over here. Couldn't really see what it was exactly there, and then when I hit it with the missile, it kind of gives away that it's an M103. But the real giveaway here is coming up. I was having a little trouble seeing the thing, but of course the hit indicator up there on the upper right is a dead giveaway that it's an M103. Took out his breach and just was having a bit of trouble seeing him to get a good shot at him through these trees and bushes here. So knowing that he doesn't have a breach, I just kind of sat still, can see him moving back there, and actually hit him in the ammo, which was not intended. I was just trying to put another hit into him and keep him marked. But that worked too. Couple of kills, couple of enemies scouted so far. Sitting pretty in this little hidden hidey hole here in my BMP-1. No enemy tanks seem to be moving in. There's one getting marked right back behind me here, but it is on fire. I get him scouted and he immediately gets taken out, so there's an intelligence score. And with both caps being, or 2 out of the 3 caps being held, and our team sitting back a little bit, they don't really need to push up, and I don't really need to push up and move in either. So for the moment, I'm content to sit here and just keep on scouting the enemy team, because really, at this point, they're the ones that need to be moving up and capping. Our team is pretty well set up, and we only really need to hold 2 of the 3 capture points right now to force the initiative and make the enemy team have to move. So that's what I was planning on doing. Totally content to fire artillery at any enemy tanks that seem to be threatening our team, and hopefully we're far enough away to not give me a team kill with Artie. And by this point I was thinking, yeah, this could be a good enough battle with the BMP-1 to make a potential video. So it was funny that he asked me there if I was making a video, because it's one of those situations where it was, well, I would like to make this a video, we'll see how things turn out. But I hadn't decided yet until the ultimate outcome was decided. And picked up another scouted enemy destroyed there, so I was pretty happy with the way things were going in the BMP-1. Figured, okay, we're good to move up now. The enemy, or the rest of our team, is coming up with us, and we've probably got the opportunity to push up and take the A point. Somebody shoots right off the corner of that building, and I risked scouting through the building and actually got him scouted, which was good, with an IS-7 moving up on it. I figured the IS-7's got a pretty good chance of destroying whatever it is. And sure enough, there's another one destroyed for intelligence, for my 3rd intelligence score of the battle. Not too bad, not too bad at all. Now, I've been killed a bunch of times lately on this map from somebody sitting up there in a warrior or an Object 906 or a BMP or something similar. So I was given a careful look up there, and remember our friend from the beginning? Our Brazilian friend who didn't wait for everybody to get up to the sea point? Here he is again. Getting as close behind me as he can. So I kind of tried to move away and relocate away from him here to not get bombed or artilleried in the same shot. And every time I would move away from him, he would drive into me further, so finally I was just like, alright, here, you go, get out of here, let me reload my smoke, and just go, get out of here. Get out of here, you! Tried to scout whatever's ripping away with machine guns there, which I thought was an M163, but I believe now it was some kind of a tank. And was not able to do so through the building, unfortunately, this time. Now I can see somebody else over here, their exhaust running. Get a shot in, hit him. Now, I couldn't scout him, unfortunately, because I had missed my scouting chance through the building. But I was able to hit him with a couple of shots with the gun, and then my missile hits the pylon, of course. My follow-up shot, he hull breaks me right after I fired at him. Because the front of the BMP does stick out rather a bit far. But oh well. I had previously spaded out my T-55A, which I was also kind of proud of. And so therefore my secondary tank at the moment is generally my T-62 if I have the opportunity to drive it. So 2 kills, 4 assists, and 2 captures, counting the intelligence assist and the shooting assist there for the BMP-1. Not too bad of a start for trying to spade out the vehicle. Only had just a little bit of research left to go before this battle started. It was like around 2,000 something out of the 10,000 for the mods at the 5th or 4th tier for the BMP-1, so I was pretty confident. Oh, and I didn't mention at the beginning, of course, I had a 150% research booster turned on. I didn't know either until the end that there was a 10% silver line booster on from a teammate, so even better. Enemy team is taking the A point back, which is not really surprising since we've been killed off of it. But we're so far ahead in tickets, and we're most of our force is up there to push in and keep pressure on them. There's a couple of Vickers now. I was kind of yelling at the team to, hey, mark that Vickers. There's actually 2 of them firing. But naturally, neither one of them got marked, so still trying to get them to, hey, click on the map, guys. Like, if you've taken more than 1 hit from something and you're still alive, you should really be clicking on the map, because you're probably not able to fire back by then anyways. But they didn't, so I'm suspecting there's a Vickers tank up here somewhere in front of me. I'm assuming at any minute I'm going to get shot from the right. But I'm going to at least try to push in and decap the A point to speed up the ticket bleed, which will then give my team an indication of where the enemies are coming. And there's our friend the Vickers right now, except it's not the only one, remember. I thought it was. And what? Bonus! Didn't think I was going to get this guy, so I fired machine guns at him to try and get a cheapo assist. And then he didn't get killed, so I was able to get my reload on my AP FSDS and finish up the Conway for 2 quick kills in the T-62. Actually bounced a shot there, which I thought had to be from an M48. And judging from the sound of it, because it is a 105 sound, I couldn't see it. Now you see it right there pulling out from behind the logs, but I was focused over to the left here. I thought it was an M48, so I fired artillery at it. Now, yes, I should have clicked and scouted it after I got done yelling at the team to do so. I didn't do it myself, but he got taken out very shortly after, so at least it wasn't like he killed something and I didn't warn the team about it, so I got away with it that time. But yes, I should have actually been clicking on the map too. So I took a hit here that crippled and disabled my tank, so I did get on the map to click where it came from once I triangulated it. And you hear that low flyby from a Wyvern. Yeah, you can count on that being the Conway that I just killed coming back to kill me. So I'm watching the screen here deciding, do I come back to my ZSU-23-4 or not? And, yep, in the background the Wyvern just got utterly obliterated, so nope, no ZSU-23-4, we'll come back in another tank. See if we can't make it up there to potentially take out any enemies that are left. And you see in the or on the screen, there are shots coming by from the left. And it's not too much of a mystery where those are coming from. It's the warrior that's killing our guys who just killed the ZSU-23-4 in our spawn. And you can see where he's firing from up there. He's shooting at something else. He's not going to do too much damage to me frontally in the T-54. You can just see his turret scoop behind the hill there, and before I get a good sight picture on him, the tickets bleed out, and the battle's over. But he did a great job up there killing a ZSU-23-4 in our spawn at the end of the battle. I, however, came away with 12,100 vehicle research, in addition to an extra 10,000 for finishing up the modifications for my BMP-1, plus 9,400 modification research. Taking first place with 4 ground kills, 4 assists, 3 captures, and just 2 deaths, so not too bad at all. A healthy battle and a healthy score. And I'm totally fine with the way this battle turned out. I would love to have, a 15 kill battle, but you can't argue with an extra 10,000 at the end towards your T80B, I guess. So let me know what you guys thought. Nice quick battle for your Monday. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time for more War Thunder. Thanks for stopping by and checking this one out.